From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, come on. What? Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Back at the 23-yard line.
On the set. 45 to Mike. They can't hang with us. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Twins, twins. 45.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
16 yards. And the Saints first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Push him back.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set. 57 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On first and 10, Stanley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Got it. 6, Mike. 5. Watch the slip. 26, Mike. 26, defense.
From the gun, Stanley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
On the double.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check ball. Check it out.
Throwing on first down. Perkins. And his throw here's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up second down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking long. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there. A big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. 2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Back to throw. Stanley is going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 Mike. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Stanley airing it out, looking for... Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Perkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
A 1st down carry for Smith. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanley. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Now they try the right side here. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 52.
Let's make it cry all the way back home, y'all.
From the gun, Perkins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Operating from the gun, Perkins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
He's checking. Crash. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They'll toss it to Smith. And an alley to run. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st down, Stanley, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, New Orleans. Amari Cooper, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Let's get off the field, G. Let's go.
From the gun, Perkins eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
2nd and 1. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
52 to Mike. Go on, go on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
132 fighter. Check it back.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
26 Mike.
Back to throw. Stanley. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
We got this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Big stop, G. 80 weapons. 36. Jump. Get out. Ready.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanley. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
To throw on second down, Perkins. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Operating from the gun, Perkins dancing to his left, looking deep in the direction of Cooper, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead there in the 3rd quarter. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin with a run by Smith. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's coaching spell.
Now a give, right side, Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, 29 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down.
It got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You ain't doing nothing today.
They run it again with Kamara. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Again, it's Smith. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. 26 months.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, not here. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
That's what I'm doing.
On 4th down, Stanley. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Bravo. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to